Alright, buckle up, gentlemen and ladies, because we're about to embark on an epic journey into the labyrinthine world of female desire. Forget everything you think you know about relationships, toss out those tired cliches, and prepare to have your perceptions challenged, reshaped, and ultimately, elevated. Today, we're not just talking about what women say they want, we're delving into the hidden desires, the unspoken yearnings, the subtle nuances that truly ignite a woman's soul and forge a connection that transcends the superficial. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about authentic understanding, genuine connection, and cultivating a mindset of self-awareness and strength, drawing inspiration from the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. We're going to explore 5 seemingly counterintuitive behaviors that, while rarely explicitly stated, resonate deeply with women on a subconscious level, behaviors that demonstrate a man's strength, independence, and unwavering sense of self. Think of this as a masterclass in attraction, not based on fleeting trends or superficial charm, but on fundamental principles of human psychology and the enduring power of Stoic philosophy. Get ready to transform your understanding of relationships, to become a more confident, grounded, and ultimately, more attractive version of yourself. So, let's dive in, shall we? Prepare to be surprised, challenged, and enlightened. The first hidden desire, and one that often throws men for a loop, is this: she secretly craves you to be independently occupied and occasionally unavailable. Yes, you read that right. The woman you're trying to woo, the woman you're showering with attention, may paradoxically find herself more drawn to you when you're not constantly at her beck and call. Now, before you accuse me of advocating some Machiavellian strategy of playing hard to get, let me clarify. This isn't about feigning disinterest or deliberately ignoring her to manipulate her emotions. It's about genuinely cultivating a life of purpose, passion, and engagement that extends far beyond the confines of the relationship. Think of it this way: a man who is solely focused on a woman, who revolves his entire existence around her, inadvertently sends a subtle message of neediness and insecurity. He telegraphs the idea that his happiness, his sense of worth, is contingent upon her validation. And while initial attraction might be fueled by this perceived devotion, it quickly erodes as the woman begins to perceive a lack of depth, a lack of substance beyond her own presence. She starts to wonder, what else does he have going on? Is he truly fulfilled, or is he just projecting his insecurities onto me? Conversely, a man who is actively engaged in his own pursuits, who has passions and goals that drive him, who possesses a life brimming with activity and purpose, exudes an aura of confidence and self-sufficiency that is incredibly alluring. He demonstrates that his happiness stems from within, that he is not dependent on external validation for his sense of worth. This isn't about neglecting her or diminishing her importance in your life, it's about demonstrating that you are a complete individual, a man who brings value to the relationship not through constant attention, but through the richness and depth of his own existence. Consider the analogy of a valuable artifact. If it's readily available, constantly on display, its perceived value diminishes. But if it's carefully guarded, occasionally glimpsed, its allure intensifies. The same principle applies to human relationships. When you're consistently accessible, your presence becomes commonplace, your value taken for granted. But when you're occasionally unavailable, when she senses that your time and attention are precious commodities, her interest is piqued, her curiosity ignited. She begins to wonder what occupies your time, what drives your passions, what makes you tick. This isn't about playing games, it's about respecting your own time and energy, about prioritizing your own growth and development, about refusing to sacrifice your individual identity at the altar of the relationship. The Stoic philosophers understood this principle intimately. They emphasized the importance of inner resilience, of finding contentment within oneself, of not being swayed by external circumstances or the opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, repeatedly urges us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, our responses, and to accept with equanimity what we cannot control, the actions of others, the vagaries of fate, the ebb and flow of external events. A Stoic approach to relationships, therefore, emphasizes self-sufficiency and emotional independence. It recognizes that true connection stems not from neediness or dependency, but from the mutual sharing of two strong, independent individuals who choose to be together. It's about cultivating a mindset of abundance, knowing that your happiness doesn't hinge on the presence or approval of another person. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or becoming emotionally unavailable. It means approaching relationships from a place of inner strength, knowing that your worth is inherent, not contingent upon the affections of another. So, how do you embody this independent approach in a practical sense? It's not about fabricating a busy schedule or feigning disinterest. It's about genuinely pursuing your passions, investing in your hobbies, nurturing your friendships, and dedicating yourself to your personal and professional goals. It's about creating a life that is so rich and fulfilling that you don't need constant attention or validation from your partner to feel complete. It's about being genuinely busy, genuinely engaged, genuinely fulfilled. This might mean dedicating time to your career, pursuing a long-held ambition, volunteering for a cause you believe in, mastering a new skill, or simply spending time with friends and family. The specific activities are less important than the underlying principle: you are a man of purpose, a man with a life that extends beyond the boundaries of the relationship. Now, let's be clear, this approach requires balance and authenticity. You can't simply pretend to be busy or disinterested. Women are remarkably adept at detecting insincerity. The key is to genuinely cultivate a fulfilling life, and then allow your independence to naturally manifest in your interactions. It also requires open communication and mutual respect. You need to be clear about your priorities and boundaries, ensuring that your partner understands that your need for independence is not a reflection of your feelings for her, but rather a reflection of your commitment to your own personal growth and well-being. In essence, the independently occupied approach is about demonstrating that you are a man of substance, a man who brings value to the relationship not through constant availability, but through the richness and depth of his own existence. It's about cultivating a Stoic mindset of self-sufficiency, knowing that your happiness stems from within, and approaching relationships from a place of inner strength and abundance. And paradoxically, it's this very independence that will draw her closer, igniting her curiosity, fueling her desire, and solidifying the foundation of a truly meaningful connection. Remember, women are not looking for someone to complete them, they are looking for someone to complement them, someone who brings their own unique strengths and passions to the table, someone who inspires them to become the best versions of themselves. And that, my friends, is the essence of true attraction. The second hidden desire that often confounds men is this: she secretly wants you to be secure enough to be comfortable with her having her own space and interactions, including those with other men. This is a tricky one, fraught with potential for misinterpretation and emotional landmines. The instinct to protect your relationship, to guard against perceived threats, is a natural one. But the manifestation of that instinct in the form of jealousy and controlling behavior can be incredibly damaging, ultimately undermining the very foundation of trust and respect upon which a healthy relationship is built. Let's unpack this. The conventional wisdom often dictates that a certain degree of jealousy is a sign of affection, a testament to the depth of your feelings. If he's not jealous, he doesn't care, the saying goes. But this is a dangerous fallacy. Jealousy, in its essence, is rooted in insecurity, a fear of inadequacy, a lack of trust in your partner and, more importantly, in yourself. When you exhibit jealous behavior, you're not demonstrating your love, you're revealing your insecurities. You're projecting your own fears and doubts onto your partner, creating a climate of suspicion and control that suffocates the relationship. Imagine this scenario: your partner is at a social gathering, engaging in a friendly conversation with another man. A pang of jealousy shoots through you. Your immediate reaction might be to intervene, to subtly assert your dominance, to subtly mark your territory. But what message does this send? It tells your partner that you don't trust her, that you doubt her judgment, that you believe she is incapable of making her own decisions. It undermines her autonomy and diminishes her sense of self-worth. It also reveals your own insecurities, your own doubts about your ability to hold her attention and maintain her affection. The alternative, the Stoic approach, is to cultivate a mindset of trust and self-assurance. To recognize that your partner is an independent individual, capable of making her own choices, and that her decision to be with you is a testament to your value and worth. This doesn't mean being oblivious or indifferent to potential threats. It means approaching the situation with calm confidence, trusting in the strength of your bond, and refusing to let your insecurities dictate your actions. The Stoic philosophers emphasize the importance of accepting what we cannot control and focusing on what we can. We cannot control the actions of others, their interactions, or their intentions. We can only control our own responses. Therefore, the Stoic approach to jealousy is to acknowledge the emotion, to understand its root causes, and to choose a rational and constructive response. Instead of succumbing to fear and suspicion, focus on strengthening your connection with your partner, on cultivating open communication and mutual respect. This means actively listening to her concerns, validating her feelings, and reaffirming your commitment to the relationship. It also means demonstrating your own self-worth, pursuing your own passions, and maintaining a sense of independence that allows you to feel secure in yourself, regardless of external circumstances. When you approach relationships from a place of inner strength and self-assurance, you create a climate of trust and freedom, allowing your partner to feel secure and respected. She knows that you trust her, that you value her autonomy, and that you are confident in your ability to maintain her affection. This, in turn, deepens her attraction to you, solidifying the foundation of a truly meaningful and lasting connection. Now, let's address a common concern: does being cool with her interactions with other men mean being a pushover? Absolutely not. There is a crucial distinction between trust and naivety, between confidence and indifference. Being secure in your relationship doesn't mean ignoring red flags or tolerating disrespectful behavior. It means setting clear boundaries, communicating your expectations, and addressing any concerns openly and honestly. If her interactions with another man cross a line, if they violate the boundaries of your relationship, you have every right to address the issue. But the key is to do so from a place of strength and clarity, not from a place of fear and insecurity. Express your concerns calmly and rationally, focusing on the specific behaviors that are troubling you, and seeking a mutually agreeable resolution. The goal is not to control her actions, but to protect the integrity of the relationship and ensure that both partners feel respected and valued. In essence, the comfortable with her space approach is about cultivating a Stoic mindset of self-sufficiency, trusting in your own worth, and approaching relationships from a place of inner strength and abundance. It's about demonstrating that you are a man of confidence, a man who values his partner's autonomy, and a man who is secure enough to trust in the strength of your bond, regardless of external circumstances. And paradoxically, it's this very security that will deepen her attraction to you, creating a relationship built on trust, respect, and unwavering mutual admiration. It's about showing her that you aren't afraid to let her shine and be her own person, secure in the knowledge that your connection is strong enough to weather any storm. The third hidden desire, and perhaps the most controversial, is this: she secretly wants you to have genuine female friends. Yes, you read that correctly. Not just acquaintances, not just co-workers, but actual, bona fide female friends. This flies in the face of conventional relationship wisdom, which often portrays female friendships as a potential threat, a breeding ground for jealousy and suspicion. But beneath the surface of this conventional wisdom lies a deeper truth: a woman is often reassured by the presence of other women in her partner's life, provided those relationships are healthy and platonic. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about flaunting your female friendships to make your partner jealous or insecure. That's manipulative and counterproductive. It's about genuinely valuing and nurturing platonic relationships with women, demonstrating that you are capable of connecting with women on a level that transcends romantic or sexual attraction. Think about it from a woman's perspective. If her partner has no female friends, she might wonder why. Is he incapable of forming meaningful connections with women? Is he secretly harboring unresolved feelings for someone? Is he uncomfortable with female perspectives? The absence of female friends can raise red flags, suggesting a lack of emotional intelligence or a potential for misogyny. Conversely, a man who has healthy, platonic relationships with women signals a number of positive qualities. It suggests that he is respectful of women, that he values their perspectives, that he is capable of forming genuine connections without ulterior motives. It also suggests that he is secure in his own masculinity, that he doesn't feel threatened by female intelligence or ambition. Moreover, the presence of female friends can actually increase a woman's attraction to her partner. This might seem counterintuitive, but consider the underlying psychology. The fact that other women are drawn to him, that they value his friendship, suggests that he possesses desirable qualities, that he is a man of worth and character. This, in turn, can increase her own sense of validation and security. She thinks, other women see something special in him. I made a good choice. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the potential for jealousy. It's natural for a woman to feel a twinge of jealousy when her partner interacts with other women, especially if those women are attractive or charismatic. But the key is to manage those feelings in a healthy and constructive way. Open communication is essential. Talk to your partner about your female friendships, explain the nature of those relationships, and reassure her that she is your priority. Be transparent about your interactions with your female friends, avoid secretive behavior, and be willing to address any concerns she might have. It's also important to set clear boundaries in your friendships. Avoid crossing the line into flirtation or emotional intimacy. Be mindful of your partner's feelings, and avoid situations that might make her feel uncomfortable. The goal is not to eliminate jealousy altogether, but to manage it in a way that strengthens the relationship rather than undermining it. The Stoic philosophers understood the importance of cultivating meaningful relationships, both romantic and platonic. They emphasized the value of friendship, the importance of mutual support, and the benefits of surrounding oneself with virtuous and wise individuals. A Stoic approach to female friendships, therefore, emphasizes authenticity, respect, and clear boundaries. It recognizes that genuine connection is possible between men and women without romantic or sexual undertones, and that these friendships can enrich one's life and contribute to personal growth. It also emphasizes the importance of managing emotions in a rational and constructive way, avoiding jealousy and suspicion, and fostering trust and open communication. In essence, the female friends approach is about demonstrating that you are a man of character, a man who respects women, a man who is capable of forming genuine connections without ulterior motives. It's about fostering trust, promoting open communication, and managing emotions in a healthy and constructive way. And paradoxically, it's this very display of emotional intelligence and self-assurance that will deepen her attraction to you, solidifying the foundation of a truly meaningful and lasting connection. It demonstrates that you are comfortable and confident in your relationships, and that you aren't afraid to show her that you value women as people and friends. The fourth hidden desire that often surprises women is this: she secretly wants you to have strong opinions and take charge of situations, demonstrating decisiveness and leadership. In today's society, where equality and shared decision-making are rightfully emphasized, it might seem counterintuitive to suggest that women secretly desire a man to take the lead. However, beneath the surface of egalitarian ideals lies a primal attraction to strength, confidence, and the ability to navigate challenges effectively. This isn't about reverting to outdated gender roles or dictatorial behavior. It's about demonstrating that you are capable of making decisions, that you have a clear vision for your life, and that you are not afraid to take responsibility for your choices. Think about it, indecisiveness can be incredibly frustrating. When faced with a simple question like, "Where should we go for dinner?" a man who responds with, "I don't know, whatever you want," might seem accommodating, but he also conveys a lack of initiative and a lack of personal preference. Conversely, a man who confidently suggests a specific restaurant, explaining why he thinks it would be a good choice, demonstrates assertiveness and a willingness to take the lead. This isn't about imposing his will on his partner. It's about showing that he has preferences, that he has considered the options, and that he is capable of making a decision. The same principle applies to larger life decisions. A woman is often reassured by a man who has a clear vision for his future, who has goals and ambitions that drive him, and who is actively working towards achieving those goals. This demonstrates that he is responsible, that he is committed, and that he is capable of providing stability and security. Now, let's be clear, having strong opinions and taking charge doesn't mean being arrogant or dismissive of your partner's views. It's about expressing your opinions respectfully, listening to her perspectives, and finding solutions that work for both of you. It's about leading with empathy and understanding, not with force or coercion. The key is to strike a balance between assertiveness and consideration, between confidence and humility. A truly strong man is not afraid to listen to others, to admit when he is wrong, and to compromise when necessary. He leads not by dictating, but by inspiring and empowering. The Stoic philosophers emphasized the importance of living according to virtue, of acting with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. A Stoic approach to leadership, therefore, is characterized by integrity, self-control, and a commitment to the common good. It's about making decisions based on reason and principle, not on emotion or self-interest. It's about taking responsibility for your actions, accepting the consequences, and learning from your mistakes. It's also about inspiring others to be their best selves, to live according to virtue, and to contribute to the well-being of society. In essence, the strong opinions approach is about demonstrating that you are a man of character, a man of vision, a man who is capable of leading with integrity and compassion. It's about balancing assertiveness with consideration, confidence with humility, and strength with empathy. And paradoxically, it's this very combination of qualities that will deepen her attraction to you, solidifying the foundation of a truly meaningful and lasting connection. It shows that you are able to navigate challenges and make decisions, while valuing her opinions and feelings. Finally, the fifth hidden desire, and perhaps the most surprising, is this: she secretly wants passionate, yet brief, moments of intimacy, challenging the notion that romance must always be drawn out and elaborate. While long, romantic evenings certainly have their place, women often crave the intensity and spontaneity of shorter, more passionate encounters. This isn't about prioritizing speed over connection, it's about recognizing that intimacy can be expressed in a variety of ways, and that sometimes, a quick burst of passion can be more thrilling and satisfying than a prolonged, drawn-out affair. Think about the feeling of anticipation that builds before a passionate kiss, or the electric energy that crackles during a brief, intense embrace. These moments, though fleeting, can be incredibly powerful, leaving a lasting impression and fueling a deeper connection. The key is to be present in the moment, to fully embrace the intensity of the experience, and to communicate your desires clearly and respectfully. This isn't about rushing through intimacy or neglecting your partner's needs. It's about recognizing that sometimes, less is more, and that a quick, passionate encounter can be just as fulfilling, if not more so, than a longer, more elaborate one. It's about respecting the ebb and flow of desire, and allowing spontaneity to guide your interactions. Now, let's address a potential misconception: does this mean neglecting romance and connection altogether? Absolutely not. Romance and connection are essential components of a healthy relationship. The passionate, brief intimacy approach is not a replacement for these elements, it's a complement. It's about adding another dimension to your intimate life, about exploring different ways of expressing your love and desire. It's about recognizing that intimacy is not a one-size-fits-all experience, and that different moments call for different approaches. The Stoic philosophers emphasized the importance of living in accordance with nature, of embracing the present moment, and of finding joy in simple pleasures. A Stoic approach to intimacy, therefore, is characterized by presence, mindfulness, and a focus on the experience itself, rather than on external expectations or societal pressures. It's about letting go of inhibitions, embracing spontaneity, and fully immersing yourself in the pleasure of the moment. It's also about communicating openly and honestly with your partner, respecting her needs and desires, and ensuring that intimacy is a mutually enjoyable experience. In essence, the passionate, brief intimacy approach is about challenging conventional notions of romance, embracing spontaneity, and prioritizing presence and mindfulness. It's about recognizing that intimacy can be expressed in a variety of ways, and that sometimes, a quick burst of passion can be more thrilling and satisfying than a prolonged, drawn-out affair. And paradoxically, it's this very willingness to explore different expressions of intimacy that will deepen her attraction to you, solidifying the foundation of a truly meaningful and lasting connection. It shows that you are open to trying new things, that you are in tune with her needs, and that you are capable of creating moments of intense passion and connection. In summary, we've explored 5 seemingly counterintuitive behaviors that resonate deeply with women on a subconscious level: cultivating an independently occupied life, being comfortable with her having her own space, nurturing genuine female friendships, having strong opinions and taking charge, and embracing passionate, yet brief, moments of intimacy. These behaviors, when approached with authenticity in a Stoic mindset of self-awareness and strength, can significantly enhance your attractiveness and foster deeper, more meaningful connections. Remember, this isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about cultivating genuine qualities of strength, independence, and emotional intelligence, and allowing those qualities to naturally manifest in your interactions. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, and attracting a partner who appreciates and values your authentic self. These 5 points, when combined, create a powerful image of a confident, self-assured man who is not afraid to be himself and allows his partner to be the same. So, go forth, gentlemen and ladies, embrace these principles, and transform your relationships. Remember, the journey to deeper connection starts with understanding, acceptance, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth.